Good day, everyone. Today, we will discuss the chapter 6 in the subject Understanding the Self. But before we proceed with our main objective for today, let us have a game first, and we will call this Solve It, Form It. Everyone needs to solve the given numbers to be able to form words and have an idea about our lesson for today. You only need is to add and find the letters that corresponds with your answers. Yes, the right answer is physical self. So let's start with our topic for today. We observe and rejoice over the rise of globalization, feeling both amazed and let down by the number of famous people and those who rose to fame as a result of physical alteration or modification. For example, in the community of LGBT, there are some famous people who spend a lot of money to change their physical appearance and identity. In the Philippines, Jake Cyrus and Sander Ford is a good example for this. Jake Cyrus is a transgender man who had breast surgery through a medical procedure known as female to male, while Sander Ford underwent plastic surgery to change his physical look or appearance just to meet the standard of the society. Many people criticize their choices, but there are some who respect this individual for their bravery in revealing their true selves. In today's generation, fat people want to become slim, white people want to become black, and black people want to become white, because in their perspective, this is the basis of beautiful and gorgeous in today's modern world.
What is physical self? Physical self refers to the body, a concrete dimension, and a tangible aspect of the person that can be directly observed and examined. The body is a marvelous container and a complex, finely tuned machine that we use to interface with our environment and fellow beings. It means katawan mismo or yung tinatawag nilang katawang lupa ng tao na pwede nilang maobserbahan at ma-examine. Example na lang, pag nagpapa-check up ka, sometimes ine-examine nila yung body mo to see what is wrong. For Freud, the body is the core of human experience and of the ego is foremost a body ego. The statement, the body is the core of human experience and of the ego is foremost a body ego. It emphasizes the fundamental role of the physical body in shaping our experiences and identity. It suggests that our bodily sensations, movements, and interactions with the environment are central to how we perceive and engage with the world. The ego, which is often considered the self-centered aspect of our personality, is rooted in our physical existence and our awareness of our body. This means that our sense of self and our experiences are closely tied to our bodily sensations and the way we interact with our physical surroundings. In essence, our identity and experiences are deeply intertwined with our physical presence and the way we experience our body. For age, the body is highly dynamic in all psychological functioning, and it plays a critical role in storing and challenging the bioenergy which is the basis of human existence and experience. Eastern tradition gives importance to the harmony of the body as the vehicle for spiritual growth and self-realization. The body is like a dynamic, living machine that is essential for our psychological and spiritual well-being. It helps us store and use energy, which is the foundation of our existence and experiences. In Eastern traditions like Hinduism and Buddhism, the body is seen as a vehicle for spiritual growth and self-discovery. They believe that the body and mind are connected, and that maintaining harmony within the body is important for achieving spiritual enlightenment. So, the body is not just a physical container, but a vital part of our overall being that influences our thoughts, feelings, and spiritual development. The Eastern traditions recognize the body's crucial role in our journey towards self-awareness and spiritual fulfillment. Our physical self is fundamental in answering the most difficult question: who am I? We are sometimes guilty of the fact that our first assessment of people is based on how they look. Or worse, we let our appearance define who we are. We have created a culture of how we do and should look. The brand of our dress, our skin tone, our Coca-Cola shape, our height, and even the makeup we use to make us appear beautiful greatly affects how our self-esteem is formed. Self-esteem is all about how much we feel we are worth and how much we feel other people value us. If we have a positive body image, we like and accept ourselves the way we are, even if we do not fit in which media ideals. On the other hand, feeling badly about the way we look can be devastating to our overall self-confidence, affecting multiple aspects of our life. Our physical self is fundamental in answering the most difficult question, who am I? Sometimes, we are guilty dahil hinahayaan natin ang sarili natin na i-judge ang ibang tao based on their looks. Lahat tayo ay may iba't ibang paniniwala, culture, or kung paano ba tayo manamit. Dahil binabase natin ang sarili natin on how we dress, our skin tone, our Coca-Cola shape, or body shape, dahil doon lang natin binibase na tayo ay maganda, dahil ito din mismo ang nakaka-apekto sa ating self-esteem. Self-esteem is how we feel about ourselves, or how much we feel our worth, kung gaano tayo kahalaga para sa sarili natin at kung paano tayo pahalagahan ng ibang tao. Kapag ang tingin mo sa sarili mo is positive or yung self-esteem mo ay mataas, kahit na hindi natin na-feel na pasok tayo sa standard ng ibang tao, ay masarap pa din sa pakiramdam dahil tayo mismo ay alam ang worth natin. Kapag naman ikaw mismo ang nagda-down sa sarili mo, of course, yun din ang magiging tingin ng ibang tao sa atin. In this pie chart, you will see 5 kinds of self. The first one is the emotional self. The emotional spectrum that a person experiences, such as happiness, pain, anger, anxiousness, and love, is referred to as the emotional self. These emotions are complicated and influenced by many different things, such as biological reactions, social relationships, and individual experiences. Our emotional selves are in charge of our reaction to various circumstances as well as our coping mechanisms for hardship and stress. Our general well-being and quality of life are greatly influenced by our emotions, which might be strong and ephemeral or steady and persistent. The second one is the physical self. Physical self refers to the tangible, body aspects of an individual, including their physical appearance, body shape, and physical abilities. This includes attributes such as height, weight, muscle mass, and overall physical health. The physical self is influenced by genetic factors, lifestyle choices, and environmental factors, and can impact an individual's self-perception and self-esteem. Maintaining a healthy physical self is important for overall well-being and can influence an individual's confidence and ability to engage in various activities. The third one is the social self. The social self refers to how an individual perceives themselves in relation to others and how they present themselves in social situations. This includes aspects such as social roles, social identities, and social relationships. The social self is shaped by an individual's interactions with others and the social norms and expectations that are present in different contexts. The social self can influence an individual's behavior, communication, and overall sense of belonging within a community or group. The fourth one is his spiritual self. An individual's ideas, values, and perception of purpose or meaning in life are referred to as their spiritual self. This can involve spiritual activities, their beliefs, and a feeling of being a part of something more than oneself. An individual's emotion and psychological well-being are frequently intimately linked to their spiritual self, which can also have a substantial impact on how they perceive themselves in general. Having a strong spiritual identity or engaging in spiritual activities can bring comfort, direction, and fulfillment. The last one is the intellectual self. The term intellectual self describes a person's cognitive qualities, such as their abilities for critical thought, learning, and problem solving. This includes elements like knowledge, cognitive abilities, and intelligence. The intellectual self affects a person's academic and professional accomplishments and is influenced by a variety of factors, including education, life events, and genetics. Intellectual growth and development are crucial for personal development and might result in a better comprehension of the world and one's place in it.
Body image. I don't like the way I look. I wish I looked more like these other people. There's something wrong with me. The first statement belonged to the group related to body image perceptions, comparison with other people, and negative attitudes toward one's own body. Mental health. Nothing ever works out. If I can't handle the problem, I must be a failure. If this isn't perfect, it's total disaster. I feel overwhelmed and low. I don't take time out to take care of myself. The, sa- the statement of self-esteem, overpowering emotionality, and insufficient self-care falls into the second categories. These are signs of mental health. Self-esteem. I don't think I'm good enough. Other people are better than me. I should be able to do these things. There must be something wrong with me if I can't. The third set, it contains statements of inadequacy or feeling inferior in comparison to others, and even a sense of self-esteem of inferiority. This falls into the category of self-esteem issue. Consider the pressing issue of bullying, which is generally a cause of low self-esteem, not to mention a dose of ridicule thrown into the physically challenged people. Consider the image below how body image and self-esteem are interrelated. Body image refers to the perception that a person has thoughts and feelings that result from the perception. These feelings can be positive, negative, or both and are influenced by individual and environmental factors, including societal and cultural ideas. Self-esteem, on the other hand, is a person's overall sense of their value or worth. It's the measure of how much you appreciate and like yourself. When a person has a positive body image, they are likely to have high self-esteem. They feel confident and satisfied with their appearance, which in turn boosts their overall self-worth. Conversely, a negative body image can lead to low self-esteem. If a person perceives themselves as unattractive or flawed, they may feel less confident and satisfied with their appearance, which can lower their self-esteem. Therefore, body image and self-esteem are closely interrelated. How we perceive our physical appearance can significantly influence our self-esteem. This is why bullying, especially those related to body image, such as ridicule about physical appearance, can have a profound impact on a person's self-esteem.
Having a gorgeous face and body is a passion for many people. This is true since our sense of self is greatly influenced by our physical appearance. Even we say we are eat what we eat, such as skin lightening procedure, cosmetic surgery, and diet drugs that may even result in death or serious illnesses are much sought after in the market. Here are some tips that will help us to reframe the way we view, think, and talk about our physical selves. First, recognize that your body is your own, no matter what shape or size it comes in. Meaning, instead of concentrating on your body's flaws or the things that you wish it had changed, try to appreciate how strong and healthy it is and all that it is capable of. Your body is ultimate up to you, and you have to be content with that. It is no one else's business. The second one, identify which aspect of your appearance you can realistically change and which you cannot. Meaning, individuals are flawed by nature. Because of this, we are all distinct individuals. For example, shoe size and height are two things that nobody can change. Real people are not perfect, and perfect people are not real. Next, if there are things about yourself that you want to change, do this by making goals for yourself. For example, if you want to be in shape and reduce weight, schedule daily exercise and consume a nutritious diet. One of the best ways to improve self-esteem is to accomplish a challenge you set for yourself. The next one, when you hear negative comments coming from within, tell yourself to stop. Meaning, understand that people are more than their appearance on any given day. Our nature is dynamic and complex. Make an effort to concentrate on your distinctive and unique qualities. Lastly, try building your self-esteem by giving yourself 3 compliments every day. For example, you are gorgeous even if you don't have makeup. You are beautiful inside and out. By doing this, you can change your self-perception by emphasizing your accomplishments and the positive features of your life. This is Stephen Mark Worth's perfect image, often known as the golden ratio. You are seen as gorgeous if you possess this golden ratio. You may disagree and contend that beauty is subjective, yet a great number of men and women will never be content with their physical appearance as long as the fashion industry defines beauty.
The pictures below. In your opinion, are these images beautiful, handsome? Why or why not? For me, those images is beautiful. And I believe that we have different bases when it comes to beauty. Because we have a different cultures and every culture has a different basis of beauty. Beauty is not one's own, but a reflection of one's culture. One author once said, reflect on your description on the feature to affirm the truthfulness of the statement. You might be considered beauty in a certain place and ugly in some other place. Why? There are culturally defined attributes concerning male and female attractiveness. Different cultures have different definition of what is beautiful and what is not. For instance, some tribes in Africa would consider a chubby and plump body of human in middle age beautiful, and they find skinny and slim woman unattractive. For the Westerners, sexy, skinny, and men with the six-pack abs are considered beautiful. But because of culture changes, our definition of beauty changed as well. Because of some universal metrics of beauty, the surgical and non-surgical methods of altering physical appearance are now widespread and routine, and is now kind of entertainment. Here are the different bases or custom of different cultures when it comes to their beauty standards. First, neck stretching culture. In Africa, it is known as Africa neck rings, are form of body modification that has been practiced for cultures by various tribes and cultures in Africa. They are coils of metal, usually brass or copper. They are worn around the neck, arms, and legs to create illusion of a long, slender neck. They are also known as neck coils, necklace, or chokers. The origin and purpose of African neck rings are not very clear, but there are different theories and stories that explain why they are worn. Some believe that they are the symbols of wealth, status, and beauty, while others think that they are a way of protecting wearer from wild animals or enemies. Some also say that they are a sign of loyalty and fidelity between husband and wife. African neck rings have different meaning and significance depending on the tribes and cultures that wears them. Here are some examples of how African neck rings are used and interpreted by different groups. The Ndebele tribes of South Africa is one of the famous examples of African neck rings wearer. They wear them on their neck, arms, and legs as a sign of beauty and identity. The rings are given by the husband to his wife as a symbol of faithfulness and love, and they can only remove after her death. The more rings a woman wears, the more respect she commands in society. The Kayan tribes of Myanmar and Thailand is another well-known group that practice neck elongation with the brass coils. They start wearing them at a young age, usually around 5 years old, and add more coils as they grow older. The Kayan woman believes that having a long neck makes them more attractive and closer to the spirits. Next is the Bagabo with black-filled teeth culture. The Bagabo tribes in Mindanao file and blacken their teeth for aesthetic purposes. It is one of the largest indigenous groups in the country, require their members who have reached the age of puberty to have their teeth filled and blackened. It is a beautifying procedure they considered as an ultimate rite of passage for every young Bagobo. Next, muscular man with tattoo. Tattoo is a form of body arts that has been practiced in various cultures around the world for centuries. It can be used for decorative purposes, to express cultural identity, or to mark significant events. Last is the Muslim beauty. Muslim women are liberated from the ideals of the world. In wearing the hijab, women gain a sense of self-respect and the knowledge that they are beautiful treasure waiting to be unveiled. This also allows men to fall in love with the woman based on who they are and not based on what they look like.
Today, we will tackle about the various meanings of beauty across cultures, as presented by IndianExpress.com. Let us first take a look at Korea. Korean men and women preferred skin tone is pale. Why? Because, historically, being tan to them indicates that you are a peasant laboring outside, while to them, having a pale skin applies elegance, prosperity, and a lack of wrinkles. That is how Koreans define of being pale in terms of their skin tone. Another thing, Koreans prefer to have double eyelids. They believe that having a double eyelid appears natural and beautiful, and I agree to that. Lastly, Koreans also prefer to have a V-line. And did you know that a V-line surgery has become particularly popular in Korea? A V-shaped face is considered highly attractive. So next, India. Are you aware that Indians are recognized for their beautiful long and smooth hair? India is one of the best countries for hair and oil products. So if you've been in India, you're aware that in India you'll find not only colorful clothes, street food, and historical monuments, but also a variety of fairness creams. And do you know why? It is because of Indians' colonial past, the British Empire. So let's move on to that, baka malayo na tayo sa topic. Let's move to the standard of India based to their skin color. In India, being fair means having wealth, luxury, and most importantly, a status that commoners do not achieve in their lifetime. Furthermore, if you are dark-skinned, it means life is tough, unlike having a fair skin, which means more success in life. That is their definition of or belief regarding skin color. Next naman ay United States of America. So American culture is highly intercultural in terms of race and ethnicity. So ano nga ba muna yung intercultural? Intercultural describes communities in which there is a deep understanding and respect for all cultures. It's one of the traits that every country should have. Tama? But now, let's look out to their definition of their physical appearance. So big butts are one physical characteristic that embodies American beauty. These are constantly displayed in their hip-hop music videos. And do you know that the plastic surgery industry has long been admired by a large number of celebrities and TV personalities. You are gorgeous if your body is slender, perfect, and has larger lips, breasts, and bottoms. Next is England. So fun facts guys, the land of kings and queens is England or the United Kingdom. The princess beauty essentially represents the ideal of British beauty. Beautiful women are sexy and slim and well-toned bodies. These are clearly what the common women do not appreciate. Big butts and breasts have also been added to the physical appearance of beautiful women, influenced by American culture, just like what I discussed kanina. Sa UK, women, according to research, spend about 474 days of their lives applying makeup. Parang unbelievable, right? They said that UK is said to be the highest consumer of makeup products. Next is the Arab world. Who is beautiful in the Arab countries? Most women in the Arab countries focus on being attractive through their eyes. They say that the eyes are the mirror of the soul. Ano nga bang ibig sabihin nun? So guys, it's just a metaphorical statement that suggests that a person's true nature, emotions, and innermost thoughts can be revealed or reflected through their eyes. At alam nyo ba na ang mga Arab women tend to spend a lot of money on expensive makeup because they believe in keeping their skin flawless over a long period of time. Arab women are fond of enhancing their eyes with a black hole to make them look more appealing and exotic. They also use natural baths and products such as Haman Magbrabi. Magbrabi is a homemade bath that slays off all the dead skin and helps reveal gorgeous, glowing skin, which is what women aim for. Another is Haulausa, a homemade natural wax meant for removing body hair. And let's tackle now our country. We have a different perspective, but here's the meanings of beauty of Filipino. Philippines. In our country, the Philippines rather, most Filipinos adore women who have fair skin. Tama, tama. That is why whiteners are very much in demand in the market. The colonial mentality of Filipinos dictates that black is equivalent to being poor, which is nakakalungkot na mentality of some of our fellow Filipinos. Another is having long, straight, and black hair, high bridge nose, and slanted eyes to look more chinitas and mestizas. It is because of the influence of Korean dramas and Hollywood celebrities. Real or fake? Lalo na nga yung mga young generations, grabe-grabe yung influence sa atin ng mga K-dramas and more. And many Filipinos are trying to copy what is considered beautiful and handsome through modifying their physical appearance. Gaya-gaya pala ang mga Pilipino. Just kidding. As a conclusion, I know that we all have our own views on the meaning of beauty. But let's remember that beauty is not seen on the outside, but on the inside. Yes, being pretty on the outside helps us to be more confident, but it is necessary. Let's learn and make intercultural a habit. Respect to receive respect, or respect begets respect. Let's remember that. One author said, beauty is not one's own, but a reflection of one's culture. Indeed. The above cultural implications of beauty are prominent in every culture and have a tremendous influence on the way women and even men are perceived. Most of us are really based on external appearance or social status. But let's think carefully, guys. The beauty we have will eventually disappear, especially when we get older. Right or right? So for those of us who experience low self-esteem, I just want to remind you that you are beautiful in your own way. If you are asking, who am I? And you are also having a hard time answering that, I just want to share what I learned with you. Our identity is in our Creator, our Lord. You are who says God you are.